Luxury brands want you to believe billionaires worship logos. They don't. In fact, some of the most expensive brands on earth are quietly laughed at by the ultra-rich. And once you see why, you'll never look at luxury the same again. Let's be clear, this isn't about price. Billionaires can afford anything. This is about signal versus status. It's about what looks rich versus what actually moves power. Because real wealth doesn't flex loudly. It operates efficiently. And some luxury brands? They just scream insecurity. First up, let's talk about logo-heavy fashion brands. You know the ones. Massive logos plastered everywhere. Monograms covering every square inch. Outfits that announce the price tag before the wearer's personality can even enter the room. Brands like this aren't really selling craftsmanship. They're selling validation. And here's the thing. Billionaires don't need your approval. They already won the game. That's why you will rarely, if ever, see them dressed like walking billboards. They prefer silence over spectacle. To the truly wealthy, loud branding signals one thing and one thing only: new money, desperately trying to be seen. It's a rookie mistake in the world of old money and established power. Next on the list are hype watches. Now, watches can absolutely be works of art, pieces of incredible engineering and history. But hype watches? That's a completely different game. If a watch is expensive primarily because it's hyped up, artificially scarce, or just trendy for the moment, billionaires usually pass. They respect heritage. They appreciate masterful engineering. They invest in longevity. They don't care about what's trending on resale Twitter threads. The irony is, some billionaires wear watches that are cheaper than your car. Why? Because they're not buying status, they're buying meaning. They're wearing a story, a memory, or a tool, not a price tag. The goal isn't to impress strangers. It's to own something with intrinsic value to them. Now, let's talk about supercars that scream for attention. Think Lamborghinis with neon paint jobs. Ferraris with carbon fiber everything. Don't get me wrong, billionaires like speed. They appreciate performance. But what they don't like is attention. A car that turns every head on the street also introduces risk. Security risks, unwanted conversations from strangers, unnecessary friction in their day-to-day lives. Most billionaires would much rather arrive at their destination unnoticed than arrive admired by a crowd. True luxury to them is the ability to move freely and without interruption, not loudly. So while the V12 engine might be thrilling, the anonymity of a high-end, but understated, sedan is often the more practical, and therefore more luxurious, choice. This next one often shocks people. 5-star hotels. They feel like the absolute pinnacle of elite travel, right? Until you realize there's still public spaces. You're sharing elevators with strangers. The staff rotates, so there's no deep, personal understanding of your preferences. The routines are predictable. Billionaires value control and privacy above all else, not a high thread count on the sheets. That's precisely why they opt for private residences, long-term leased properties, or fully staffed private homes when they travel. In their world, privacy beats polish. Every single time. The ability to exist in a space that is truly their own, without the possibility of being seen or disturbed, is a luxury that no hotel, no matter how many stars it has, can truly offer. And what about private jets? Yes, of course, billionaires fly private, but they don't use them the way you see on Instagram. If a private jet is being used mainly to flex online, it's already failed its primary purpose. For the truly wealthy, private aviation is meant to be invisible. There are no posts from the tarmac, no cabin tours for social media, no welcome aboard videos. It's simply about movement without friction, getting from point A to point B as efficiently, securely, and privately as humanly possible. The ultimate luxury isn't being seen getting on a private jet. It's the fact that no one even knew you were traveling in the first place. It's about saving time and eliminating hassle, not creating content. So if billionaires aren't the target audience for these loud luxury items, then why do these brands still sell so well? Here's the truth most people miss. The primary target for most luxury brands isn't billionaires. It's people who want to feel rich. Aspiration is infinitely more profitable than actual wealth. The market of people who want to look like a millionaire is 1,000 times larger than the market of actual millionaires. That's why the loudest, most logo-heavy luxury brands are worn by influencers, athletes, and celebrities, people whose careers often depend on public image. They're not worn by the people who own the infrastructure, who quietly influence governments, or who control entire industries. One group sells an image, the other wields actual power. So what do billionaires actually respect? What is real luxury in their eyes? It boils down to 4 key things: time, privacy, optionality, and control. Anything that compromises these core values isn't luxury, it's just noise. If a brand needs to shout from the rooftops that it's expensive, it has already lost the game in the eyes of the ultra-wealthy. The real flex isn't the shiny object, it's the freedom that wealth provides. The freedom to choose, the freedom to be left alone, and the freedom to control your own time and environment. That's the end game. The biggest lie luxury brands ever sold is that wealth needs to be visible to be real. Billionaires know better. True luxury isn't what you buy, it's what you can afford to avoid. If you want to understand how power really moves, subscribe to our channel. We don't sell dreams, we decode reality. Thanks for watching.